Hey guys, if you want to know how I created this beautiful makeup look, this video is for you. Today I'm showing you my makeup tutorial, how I do my everyday and go-to makeup. This is absolutely my favorite makeup. So let's get started. That your makeup looks very good and clean, you need to moisturize your skin before, otherwise your makeup will look very greasy and not good at all. So I can recommend this cream. I just have learned that if you apply very good cream before, then your makeup will just look so beautiful and flawless. You'll have to let it dry a little bit. Your skin also needs a little bit of time just to soak it in a little bit. I always start off with my brows. For the eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade in this color. I feel like a lot of people use that in 2016. I'm still a fan of that product because it's just better than any other brow pencil I ever used to have. And I'll start off with just drawing some hairs because my eyebrows are, as you see, not very filled. So I started drawing some hairs there, and it's really important that you take a very sharp and a very precise brush. After that, after you drew a few hairs here, you start with the bottom line and afterwards you do the form. Do you see the difference? Yes, you do. If you struggle with your eyebrows, just take your pencil or any thin pencil you have, and you see here is where you start with the brow. It has to be in line with your nose and eyes, so like this. Then you're turning around your nose. You see, the starting point is always the nose here, straight up the eye. Then the arch should be in this degree. Let's say in the middle of your eye, from your nose, starting from your nose to your corner of where your head is. And the ending point is where your eye stops until here, from the nose. I can really recommend you to have like a small bag. It's very, very useful. If you go somewhere, I can just grab my bag. If my boyfriend says, hey, we go tonight, we go there or there, then I can just take this already with me. Here are all my essential products. And then I have one thingy with my pencils to not make the bag dirty. So it's so useful. I can really, really recommend it. Let's finish the brows with putting concealer around them. I always clean out my brows with any concealer you have. This just gives a very clean finish. Good. Now for foundation, I have two recommendations. For me, this Dior foundation works very well. I have it since a few years and this one never disappointed me. But I recently also discovered this NARS foundation. This one is actually beautiful. It gives a very, very nice finish and I can really recommend this one. So these two are really my favorites. So let's go for the Dior foundation today. I never put the foundation directly onto my face. I always put it on my hand first because otherwise you just have too much product on your face, which is not very equally worked into skin. So you go with your brush and then you can start putting it on your face. It just looks better, guys, trust me. And you don't press too much with your brush, you just gently apply it all over your skin. For contouring, I have two sticks. This one is from Rare Beauty. I really like this one. Then I go in with a brush and just gently, again very gently and soft, you just work it in. So now I'm using this Kylie bronzer in the color Toasty. Again, with a brush, you go in. For contouring from your chin party, you just look a bit up And you don't place it here, you place it a bit below. Let's continue with the concealer. So I'll use this concealer from Huda Beauty. This is actually my favorite and I use it since years, since it exists. I like it much better than the Too Faced concealer because the Too Faced concealer is getting very yellow, so it oxidates very badly on my skin. So it's definitely not for me. For some people it works because it has a very good coverage, although I think it's very lightweight and has still a very good coverage. And you place it here. And I draw a line upwards to lift the eye a bit more. Now again, with a brush you start, because with a brush you are much more precise. So I really recommend to use a brush first and then to blend it out more with a beauty blender. So I'm very concentrated on this part, but it's actually very satisfying. And this line, you just draw it until the end and then draw it down to not destroy the nice line you just draw. And with the excessive product you have, you can carve out your contouring like this. Here in this area, we will place the blush. A very nice pink blush. You see this corner with my concealer, I will just drag it upwards that it creates the nice line and it's not just a very harsh stop. I forgot the nose contour. Then I take this brush, I take the cream contour, you go in with your brush, not directly to your face, always with the brush first. And then you'll just place it here in the middle. You can also draw two lines there, but I think it looks better like that actually, because when you go to the sun and you go tanning, there are not some lines, like it's just your whole nose, which looks actually toasted. So I'm going in with the MAC bronzer in the color Give Me Sun. These two are my favorite. This is the Yves Saint Laurent blush. It has a beautiful color. And then I found from Douglas itself a new blush, which I'm trying out today. This one is less pigmented because it's also less expensive, but you have to really go in with your blush. But I think it's slightly lighter. One is also very nice, but I just prefer the more pink blushes at the moment. I think she still looks very crazy and it doesn't look good, so let me bake. And surprise surprise, I'm also using the Huda Beauty powder. It's the loose powder in the color Pound Cake, but I prefer actually Cherry Blossom much more, but I wanted to try out this one. So I ended up buying this one. I use a lot because the product lasts very long. I had my Cherry Blossom powder almost a year. For the contouring, I just go one last time inside and apply it again on my cheeks. And for the nose contour, you can use a very light pencil and just draw and highlight where you want your nose to be highlighted. This is the best setting spray. If you want your makeup to have a super extreme hold, then this is for you. I never believed in that because I saw it with so many influencers and I was like, they just get the money for it. They would never buy it themselves. But I was actually wrong. It's really good. But today I'm good. So the very last step is just really the lips. Let's say I have 3 favorite lip liners. The first one is from Huda Beauty. It's actually a lip stain in the color Toasty Brown. The NYX, this one is still packed. It's in the color Nude Truffle. My favorite is from MAC. It's in the color Grayish. Oh, where is my other? I have a third one. One is also one of my favorite. It's from Kiko in color 21. This is actually my number 2. Forgot about it. In order to overline your lips, you just orient yourself on your lines on the side. You draw them first and you can overline them a little bit. There is no too much. Hardest decision is for me always lipstick. Is always lipstick or lip gloss. Because my favorite lip gloss, where is it? It's the Turkish Delight lip gloss from NARS. It's this one. I take it everywhere and I will always buy it. And my favorite lipstick is from MAC in the color Cream de Nudes, number 833. But I think for today, I'll just go with lip gloss. With this pen from Essence, I just draw my little wrinkles I got. So that is the final result, and I'm in love with it. Thank you guys for watching. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want. If you want to know more about beauty, fashion, makeup, lifestyle, and my vlogs. See you soon!